Hey everybody, how is it going? So don't mind my mess. I've been working on Christmas presents. Hold on, I'm live. Okay.
You want cheese on your hamburger in a minute?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, how's it going? So I'm working on some things here. We only have a couple days left, right? And I don't know about you guys, but I have more than one Christmas to go to. Yay. Yay. Who's today's wiener? Marlene. Live thankful said, or not. Dang it. Maybe next time. Let me think. Sam's. I don't know if Sam's. Let me see. Hold on. See, I have one of these. It smells like. Okay. There is a Best Buy 20 miles away, but let's see. Sam's. I don't have a Sam's. Yeah, Sam's Club's about the same distance away, about 20, 25 minutes. Not that far. Somebody was asking. I know I'm just answering out loud. They were, here, I'll text them too. Hey, Chloe, Jam, Froggy, Loomy Toomy. Okay. Let me go ahead and put these all in the bag. I don't need these all laying out here like this. So let me think here. What has to be done? Pretty much like I guess I have to finish this project with this dog. Even though this dog didn't turn out like this angel goes with this dog. And I had to make another one of those dogs. But I'm going to try the UV resin. I'm hoping it will work with it. I used regular resin with this dog right here. Anyway, somebody was messaging me, wanted me to go live, and he said, even if you're just doing crafts or whatever, I said, okay, because I'm not, we could talk about whatever. I mean, really, except I'm not going to really address too much of that, Karen stuff again. I went over that. Yesterday, and I wanted that to be the end of it. Trying to just move on, let them do them if they're going to continue with the hate and stuff like that. That's on them. I'm not going to be a part of it. you know? So let's see. Okay, that glue. I've ruined this table, so we have to not ruined it, but we're gonna have to completely like redo it because I've got resin and stuff on it. Yeah, I should be doing readings or something, but I really have to get these done. Guess really we could work on this dog. It's supposed to be like 50 degrees here, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I wasn't able to go for a walk today because it was I need to make another one of these. Except I'm going to do the other one a darker color. Probably maybe purplish. Violet. I wonder if those would show up in it. Trying to think. Let's see. Caitlin. It's Sunny and Kelly. Which one was a boy? Which one's a girl? Which one was a boy and which one was a girl? Between Sunny and Kelly. Which one's a girl? Which one's a boy? Sunny, okay. Kelly's the boy. Okay, so it'd be okay if there's a little bit of pink speckles in this other one then. Okay. So we're going to make that in a second. After I eat my Twizzlers. Starting to feel like I could be getting sick, and I'm really hoping that's not happening. Did I finish the chessboard? Yeah, pretty much. It's over here. I just need to find something I could put it in that would be nice, you know? Huh? Yeah, she will definitely. Fred's over there cooking. Makes Mouse happy. Thank you to BC. She got us woke up to a surprise. She got us a few things from Walmart. Like, she doesn't talk and chat very much. And she just goes by BC. But Hey, thank you so much, Chloe. 2.5 years. Wow. It's crazy. I remember being like the newbie on the block. You know what I mean? And it seemed like I was like been there for 6 months, like, or forever. It seemed like I was like stuck at 6 months. It seemed forever. Um. Anyways, she has dog food, cat litter, hamburger stuff, like, cheese and onions and the beef. Let's see. I know there's more, but Fred put it up. So chips. So that was really, I'm sure there's a little bit more, and Fred can't hear, so he's extremely. What else did we have? What else did she get us? I said dog food, cat litter, hamburger stuff, chips. Was there anything else chocolates.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And chocolates.
Bread, chips,
M&M.
candies.
What was that? What was the last one you said?
Candies.
Yeah, candies. Yeah. So Fred's over there cooking the hamburgers for us. We didn't get a walk-in today. It's too cold. Tomorrow is my last day to get anything done for Christmas, so because I don't, like many of you, I have more than one Christmases to go to. I'm sure a lot of you guys do. I'm sure it's not just me. When half the world is divorced. Over half that for sure. Anyways. That smells good. And guess what, Crystal? It was fresh meat. Well, it was unfrozen meat. Are you proud of me, Crystal? You better tell BC thank you. If people are going to complain about the stuff I get, then they need to be purchasing my groceries, okay? So if you purchase my groceries, then you can get what items you think I need. You're feeling crunchy. What's going on? What did I miss? I get kind of excited, and I stand up and walk around like a maniac. Holy crap, what's this? Rose Anderson. Documents say Rose Anderson allegedly wanted to discipline the little girl for her behavior at school. The child was restrained with zip ties, had no access to food, water, or bathroom. Is that Indiana? ABC? Wait, where is Texas? She's spending the holidays in Harris County Jail, accused of locking a 7-year-old girl in a dog care underneath her Christmas tree. That's horrible. They ain't putting pictures of the woman, though, so basically it was to discipline the little girl for her behavior at school is what it said. It says that the documents accused Anderson of kicking the little girl while she was inside the cage, allegedly restrained the girl with zip ties while duct taping her mouth, and there's a bond set at $10,000. She is charged with unlawful restraint. She is a single mother working 3 jobs. Gosh. It's horrible. I better lock my card while I'm thinking of it. Yeah, people take things way too far. And what happens is you get desensitized. People get desensitized. They slowly, a lot of times, a lot of people don't just like start out at, unaliving people or at, doing really high risk crimes. It's always a, kind of a gradual descent or ascent, however you look at it. Starts out at like, just like when people start drugs, they usually start at something like weed or something. But yeah, they start out as petty crimes, and then you get desensitized to it, and it starts to become normal. People who unalive people, they start out with animals, and then they get just completely have no empathy. They get completely desensitized. My uncle, he's a doctor, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen any people that are in, some people who are in, always seeing a lot of life and death. Like, he is so like stoic, like just so, he has no like emotion, it seems like. Just, yeah, it's just, he doesn't seem, same as some people, like some in law enforcement and stuff. Same idea, but you know what I mean? Never believed that was Kohberger's first kill. Me and Fred should watch The Grinch tonight. You're smelling hamburgers? Yeah, they smell really good. She got the good beef too. She got the unfrozen beef, the kind Crystal speaks of. The high dollar stuff. And I think they're fine. They're fine. Yeah, they need to be done. For sure. Yeah. Well, I want all me and Caitlin. I just cheese and onion and I don't know. You don't have to put anything else on it, really. Your brother was a law enforcement and mortician. Is he really without any type of emotion? Is he? I don't know what the word would be for it. Stoic, or I don't even know if that's the word. It can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. It can be good in emergencies because usually those type of people don't freak out when they see gore, blood, death, tragedy, screaming, yelling around, panic. Well, those people are used to it. And they can, perform under pressure better. Now, I do have to say, once my uncle, divorced his wife, who, I love her. She was my aunt my whole life. So, they didn't divorce till I was adult. she's passed. God rest her soul. She just passed of cancer recently, but once they divorced, I did see him start to have some emotion. Like you could tell he was happier, but he still is just void of real emotion. I guess my mom's kind of like that too. So maybe it's just that side of a family thing, because that's her brother, the one I'm speaking on. But like it's weird. I'm real like emotional, obviously. And yeah, that's not the case with like my mom at all. Yay, thank you. Mm-hmm. So I'll just mute when I take a bite. Had to come on and talk to you guys for a little bit at least. I mean, I promised live thankful. So I had to. If I promise you guys, I feel really bad if I don't make it. All right, sorry guys. Here in a second, after I get done with this, I'm gonna make that other dog. Try and hope like hell that UV Resin will work with it, because I have to make one more dog. Yeah, I like eating late because, well, today is especially late. No thanks. Today's especially late. Usually, yeah, I would say more 8:30, 8 or 8:30 is a good about time we eat. But that's because I don't know. Like I said, I get tired when I eat, and so I hate eating during the day.
Bruh. What is the expiration date?
Woohoo! Sorry that I muted. I was talking to Caitlin and eating this sandwich, and Bandit's like staring at me. He's gonna get mad because I gave him bread. Oh, at 5:30. Yeah, that's a more normal time. Well, yay, Robin. I'm going to have to draw some cards for you real quick. Man, Diet Coke is so satisfying. Fred thinks I'm hilarious. My sisters think they're hilarious too. Can you imagine, like, 3 of us? We're very much alike, all alike, except very much alike, but also very different at the same time. We all sound the same. Anyways. Since I'm still finishing my food, haven't put on my gloves or started any project. Let me pull up my... Huh, that's weird. I just got something from AdSense that said they sent a recent payment. It's Sunday. That's weird that they send it on a Sunday. No, I'm not accepting a link. It's not a link. It's just you get an email when they send your payment. Usually it's sent the 21st.
Somebody texted me a while ago, said that somebody told them to contact me for me, that I had sent them to them for them to click a link, a certain link.
Somebody account under your name?
No, they said the woman that sent it to me said another woman had said that I wanted her to send a link to her to click or something.
So it's a fake account, basically, of you. Yeah, guys, be careful.
Because she texted me and asked me if I had told that woman to contact her on her number.
Are you serious? You guys be careful. Fred's not, like, if somebody sends you any weird stuff on coming from an account that says Fred or from me,
She's from an account it come from. She had sent her a message, said that I told her to.
we're gonna work on him with, since we're now a civilization, him chewing without not chewing while he's talking. We'll work on that, guys. It's okay. One baby steps. He's a good sport.
That was the woman that contacted her.
Okay. Well, they're gonna hear you eating.
Said she was on my Shelly.
Hold on, let me pull up my. Are you all hacked? Well, I mean, like I said yesterday, somebody contacted me and said that our conversation and stuff that we were just talking about is the same exact stuff that 666 was just talking about. And she was really concerned that I was hacked, because she said she was saying things like that were from our private conversation, basically. I don't know is what she was saying, but I don't know. I didn't listen. I won't go listen. I refuse to go listen to 666 no, I can't. Her voice, like, sends chills down my spine. Like, that's... But anyways, so I need to have to change my passwords, and Yeah, so be careful if somebody sends you a link that's from. Fred's not gonna just randomly reach out to you more than likely. Like,
I ain't gonna tell nobody to contact nobody else. If I'm gonna contact you, I'll contact you myself.
like he might contact. There's very few people that he's like reached out to on YouTube, if any. He was talking about maybe reaching out to Killer Looks. One other, I don't know. But yeah, he doesn't.
I mean, it's just a very few I talk to on Messenger. Very few.
Never too close.
Just a handful.
He's learned his lesson. Okay, so what does Robin need to know about divine forgiveness? Obtains friendship and favors of the great. Secures promises. Secures promises. And that's like the God card too. Huh. What's your language, please? All right. What does Robin need to know about this, about her niece
What does?
that she's adopting? What she needs to know?
I don't know this. Oops.
Huh. So,
It doesn't smell like anything. Oops.
what happened to your sister? Did she pass away? Robin, what happened? I forget. I see the death card, but I'm getting the Empress card in reverse right after the after the God card. So something's up with the mother, which something's. It shows like the mother. Something's going on with the mother, but I had the death card right after, so I don't know. I forget what you said that happened. As far as like, did she pass, or she just struggling right now? You don't have to go into detail if you don't want to in a stream. Like, if you just want to say she's struggling, or okay, let me see more what this means for Robin. Mm-hmm. The sun. Okay, restoration of life, protection from adversaries, right? Rabies and wild beasts. Okay. Her mother, which is our niece, lost custody because of abuse. So oh, so are you getting your niece's baby? Is that what you're doing? Because it says you're seeing your niece, getting custody of her niece. Or are you going to get custody of her and the baby? Is that what's going on? I see the mother, though, making a change. Like, huh. Yeah. She's coming up in the reverse, but never going to change. Queen of Pentacles, that must be you. Eight of Cups, transformation. Lovers. Joy and pleasure brings happiness to couples, removes negative energy. I see that in the future for you guys. So some kind of stress, like I feel, yeah, I do feel like this. Let me see more about in the lovers. In the near future, what's happening for Robin. Four of Wands, yeah, rectification helps one live in peace with everyone. The Four of Wands is about home. That's a homecoming. So I definitely see that. She's definitely coming to stay with you. Definitely. I see that. I see her coming to your house. Did she come into your house Christmas Eve? The bottom, I see protection, protection. Is she? She's already talking. She's not. Is she in a rehab or anything? The niece or the mother? Or is she just Page of Pentacles? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you guys are going to get her. I still feel like that. What's the outcome of this for Robin? Makes the truth known in legal proceedings. The Ten of Pentacles, that's family. No more delays. Feels like she's going to family, so it says politics and ambition wins judgments and protects all those who seek truth. It shows you winning a judgment. No more delays. I see that her going to family, a couple, so a lovers. It must be you. I think it is you. But I just randomly decided to do that real quick. But I'm gonna get back to my crafting here in a second. I've been working on some little gifts here that I'm making for family and friends for Christmas. So I'm making sure I have certain ones ready first because like I said, I have Christmas both days, Christmas Eve and Christmas. Yeah, go ahead, Crystal. Finishing this real quick. Okay. Here we go. I think I can use that. These gloves will probably be sufficient. Hey, Sue. All right. See here. Need enough to fill this dog. I might do it in little steps. Okay. This is some new kind of resin. We'll see how it works out. I don't know, it's cool. You can't see it, but it looked cool when looking at it from the side. Oops, I need my other glove on. I don't want to have a sticky mess here. I think I just put a little hair in there. Gosh, I hate when that happens. No. Let's see. Athena, can you chill a second? Let me see. Merry Christmas to. Hold on. You just want food. You're not fooling me. Give me a second. All right. No, I'm not giving her food. What about going outside? Well, that's pretty. I don't know if you guys can't probably see it. Let me, this is you going potty? That's what we're doing. We're not eating anything in here, or we're not coming in here to eat cat food, are we? Or mess with mommy's, or grandma's. I'm sorry, Caitlin. Grandma's Resin projects. Those are fighting words. I better watch out. Better watch out. Better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Ziggy is calling Athena herself. Athena's mommy. Caitlin, she's so jealous when it comes to Athena and Boo Boo. Huh? Oh, you're talking to me? You talking to me? See, Athena's going to pretend that she went outside to pee. Come on. Bandit. Come on, Bandit. Oh. Out. Come on, out. No. I'm not muted. All right. Okay. Let's see. Is that going to be... Can't put too much purple. You don't want it to make so it can't, like the rays don't go through. You want it all one color. If have Merry Christmas, Crystal. But what store were you talking about that's having a good sale? We're waiting on the edge of our seats. I need one of those, those like little, those like little stir things, electronic stirs. Well, nah, it does pretty good like that without it. I mean, at first it was like uneven. I was surprised because usually I can't see through the cups on the side and the usual cups I use. I was just noticing how uneven it. But it's even now. It looks pretty even now, though. Discount Divas. Cool. I'll have to check it out. Discount Divas. It's okay if somebody wants to put the link in the chat, if one of the mods do. Is it your store? It's pretty. Hopefully they can get through behind me. I don't know. Okay. Let's start pouring some of this in here. Pouring, pouring, pouring. I don't know what I should do here. Should I do it in, since this is UV, what do you guys think? Should I do it in layers? I don't want to burn my... Should I do it in layers? What do you guys think? Shit, I don't want to melt my silicone. Thank you. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I just said thank you. Just wondering if I should do this in layers or not. Or if that's going to cause more bubbles. Yes, dear. Not right this second. Maybe in a few hours when I... It'll be your Christmas present. It'll be your Christmas present. Okay? It'll be your Christmas present, okay? No, that would be your Christmas. I know. What? Yeah, we need to, you need to pick it out. Yeah, you need to pick it out. Maybe if we wait to get it to day after Christmas, you get a really good deal or something. I don't know how to make it not have bubbles very well. Let's see what you guys are saying. Did you see a person that was driving the truck when you seen at the end of the road? I know that we not talked about it yet, but Killer's doing a video about it, and you said that truck just keeps sitting there. Oh, no.
No, I wish
The
I
blue
knew.
truck, yeah.
I wish I knew.
2 people. You could see the outline of two. He could see the outline of 2 people in it. It was very, very tinted.
Yeah, the side
Yeah.
windows and the back windows.
Somebody mentioned something about a what's his name, which we need to look into. He said that what's his name had a Randy Hass or whatever. He's a sex offender. He was at the Sullivan. He worked at Sullivan County Correctional.
Yeah, the one that was using Jody Sue and Andy's.
Yeah, Wi-Fi. Somebody said he had a blue truck. We need to look into him and see, because that'd be crazy. Because I did hear early on like he was in the area and stuff like that. So somebody was just telling me
I'd
that.
be curious of what Wi-Fi would he use, whether it be Jody Sue's and Andy's or Andy's parents.
Supposedly Andy parents.
I mean, if he was in the holler, around the holler a lot, then that'd even put more suspicion on.
I don't want bubbles. How do you get bubbles out of this? I don't know. I don't know.
Looks like a car that went in a little bit after the truck. The truck was still in when that Mississippi tag with that young girl in it.
Yeah, that they said was cleared.
Yeah.
The law enforcement claim was cleared. She was in from college, but Fred still, like sometimes wonders about it.
Yeah. The main 3 vehicles that were suspicious that day was just the blue truck. That was out of ordinary the most, was the Mississippi tag and that blue truck and then that white HHR.
And Andy Bernard, of course.
Well, I mean,
that we don't know who they are.
I'm just talking about vehicles I had never seen in the area.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the tree trimmers, but I wouldn't talk to anything.
So, Bandit, please.
I never seen a red truck in the holler out there myself.
No, they were saying that it was a red, and Don was driving the red truck himself, and it had ladder rack on it, and Don was driving the truck. Huh. I don't know. That'd be interesting to look into maybe the Redmonds, because he was working for them days before Summer went missing.
I mean, like a week or something like that, or something, or went missing or something like that. There's a maroon Tacoma that was going over Simpson Lane with a black ladder rack on it, a single cab. But it come through the barricade, so you thought they had checked it out, but I'm trying to think of his name. JLR had took and talked about him and on the phone and stuff on one of his lives. He's black-headed. I don't know if he was Over Bay or the Sheriffy. I don't remember.
I think it was Over Bay.
I think it is Over Bay.
Over Bay's uncle, like the guy that's like the Vice Lord guy, his uncle or something.
His brother, wasn't it?
Oh, brother.
Yeah, I think it's his brother.
Yeah.
But it was a single cab Toyota Tacoma. Maroon
We need
with
to
a
get this.
black
We don't want
ladder
this to cure back here at all. That'd be bad. Want to keep your little anything you don't want getting hard.
I've never seen Don drive a red truck myself.
He had that one red truck that what was that color no, it was red interior that one that didn't have a motor that he gave to you,
That
or
was a black one.
somebody said that he used to have a
I
red
ain't never
truck.
seen.
Somebody,
Well,
what
see,
was that?
somebody said that there's a maroon Tacoma that was stole from Ben Hill Road almost a year before someone went missing. But supposedly Don had owned one at that time and was out of town or something. This Candace had sold it and they called it in stolen. So I don't know about that, really, That's just what I'd heard. I've never seen him with a red truck, period, the whole time I've ever seen him.
Well,
Even not even on a hill a few times that I went down there. Only red vehicle I ever knowed of them having was that maroon looking van that Candace drove in.
oh, that's so cool, Pearl's mom. She said, "Thank you, Ziggy, for giving me the idea." That's so cute. Yay! I love that.
That's just like that one picture of Don standing beside that one red SUV that I didn't even know that he'd even. That confuses me too.
They're saying that Don and Hunter were together and they were at the house together. Well, that might make sense because, remember now, supposedly you overheard saying that Don was there. Don, Candace, all of them were there when the cops got there.
Yeah,
That Don was already there when the first officers got there. Also,
officers.
the lady or the pictures that they showed you, like the surveillance and stuff, there was that blue van that had the girl that now you believe to be true.
Mm-hmm.
It was a mixed girl in a blue van, missing passenger back door was missing, right? It was open.
It was open. The sliding door was open.
Yeah, the sliding door on the side was
on the
open.
passenger side, and she was sitting in the passenger seat back up till he was driving.
Right. So, it makes you wonder, was Hunter there? You know what I mean?
But the only camera that was on was just a Thompson's camera. And
which would have meant they didn't go very far. They might have turned around at Simpson or something.
Well, they had to pass Simpson's up, but there's a spot you could turn around right past Thompson's camera. But see, you didn't catch them going in; it caught them coming out. The picture they showed me, they never showed me a picture of it going in. But they was never on my cameras past that point.
Hunter's girlfriend is mixed also. Yeah. Somebody else mentioned that. Right? Because that's why I'm saying, at the time, Fry didn't know at all, had never even heard of True or seen her. You know what I mean? So when they showed him the picture early on, he didn't know who she was.
Redmond's from Alabama.
He is?
Mm-hmm. That's where his plates and stuff on his vehicles are going back to, was Alabama. Ed Redmond.
Was somebody asking?
Power Girl said something about it. But
it's from Mississippi, so it must have been his. Well, they said that the Mississippi girl, they said that girl that went to school in Mississippi was coming in to visit was family.
She was coming in from college to visit, but
Fred had never seen that vehicle back there, but hopefully this doesn't get a bunch of. But maybe he did. Did he live in? Did he live in Mississippi?
I don't know.
I mean, I would guess so. He probably did. He probably did if he has family there, or maybe not. I have family in places that I've never lived. Really, I guess. Do you know where at in Alabama?
Mm-mm.
No.
She's talking about when Julie seen who was at the back.
Yeah.
Of,
That's on Carolyn. That's
That was at Andy's driveway.
Yeah, that was at Andy's driveway. Is what his sister told. She told me that it was at 125, and it was Dobbs' vehicle, but it didn't look like Dobbs. It was a skinny guy, and that at first Julie said she thought it was Fred until she turned around and noticed it was not him, because the person was tall and thin, and she thought it was weird because it was not Dobbs.
But she said once she turned around, they didn't have no ponytail or nothing like that.
Yeah, they didn't have it.
A little bit of hair coming
but
out
like
around his hat.
she said that because it was only a little bit of hair coming out of his hat. It wasn't, and they didn't have a ponytail, and they were tall. She said that because so it's the same build.
Yeah.
And law enforcement is aware, and
that was the 15th.
Yeah, and that was the 15th, and yeah, and the vehicle is supposedly I guess it got ruled out with that, didn't it? She said the vehicle was Dobbs. It came back to Dobbs, but she doesn't know about who that person was. It wasn't Dobbs. And then we were talking about
that it had checked out.
Yeah, but the person, she said, like, they were saying like maybe Andy's son, like, but I didn't know he was tall, but I guess Andy's son is really tall. Or Dobbs also had a son that came with them, but I don't know what he looked like. Supposedly there's rumors that Dobbs had his son with him.
But see, there's speculations that Dobbs wasn't there on the 15th and stuff, but he even stayed on their channel that he had took and seen that HHR on the 14th and 15th. How'd he see it if he wasn't there on the 15th, you know?
Yeah, where's someone's true? Fred, why do you think that Don and Candace are set you up? I think that they were trying to do that because you see something that you were not to see, in my opinion. You saw something you were not supposed to see. Yep.
Yeah, that's my opinion of it. Where I seen a certain one on the road that day because Don asked me if I seen a certain person on the road. I mean, he pinpointed one certain person, asked if I seen him on the road.
Of all people, that was the night of.
Mm-hmm.
The night of, he's asking if he saw Andy on the road. Don asked Fred that. The night that Summer went missing.
But then it was almost like Don just hanging around and asking me what I had told the law and if I'd remembered anything else, trying to get me to share every little thing I remembered of that day or seen that day, and even days afterward. And me and Don wasn't close. I mean, we spoke a very few times, a couple handfuls of times, you know, maybe over the 15 years. But after Summer went missing, he was like a plague. You couldn't get rid of him. He'd leave for an hour and he'd be right back for hour or two, and he'd leave for a little bit, and then next thing you know, he's right back.
Yep.
And then the last time he come, he was trying to get me to go to Knoxville with him when he ended up calling for the DCS to come get the boys, trying to get me to go to Knoxville with him to negotiate a daddy for the last dope we got. And because I wouldn't go with him and stuff, he kind of quit. We kind of had a few words over it and stuff, and he kind of quit coming around. He was there one more time, and I told him the best thing he could do was roll on down the road. Well, I'm just being honest. Because the only reason he wanted me to go to Knoxville with him is involve me just enough to shut me up, just like he has the rest of them around him right there.
Yeah. Got them all involved enough to make sure that they can't talk. Yeah. I seen a post on Facebook post that when the cops came to see Dobbs, that there was a young guy and a young girl there with Dobbs when the police was called on the 14th. Oh, maybe his son had a wife or girlfriend with him.
Seemed like it was something said about a younger girl and boy around when the law was called. Seemed like I remember somebody around the holler talking about it. Because I didn't even know nothing about Dobbs until after someone went missing and stuff and suddenly on YouTube. They went no talk around it in the holler or nothing about Dobbs, period. I didn't know nothing about Dobbs, even being there.
Right.
I hadn't even seen him when I went in and out or nothing. But I didn't go out on the 14th or nothing. I went out on the 13th. I'm sure at one point in the day, to get cigarettes and stuff. But the 14th, I know I didn't go nowhere. I wore my sleeping days.
Yep.
And then I went out early the morning of the 15th, and that's when I seen Dawn and the boys coming off the hill at the bottom of the driveway.
Yep.
In the red Subaru. But see, Dawn always used the red Subaru going to Knoxville on his drug runs, usually. That don't mean he's going to that day.
Yeah, because it's going to get better. It's going to get better mileage too.
I just know that when he would come and want to park at the bottom of the hill or something way in the driveway and smoke his dope or whatever, he'd always be in the red Subaru.
Yep. Yeah, he would come down there and ask if he could smoke his shit at the driveway, sit out in the driveway and stuff. But did he do that before Summer went missing too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he would do it maybe once a month or something other. But like before someone went missing, it was like a couple months or something there. He'd come like once or something or twice. About 3 times before someone went missing within the year before she went missing. From the year before she went missing up to she went missing, maybe 3 times or something. That's how it come about him giving me that piece of truck, is because I'd been tolerating him just park down there.
Yeah, that's how.
The reason he did wasn't going home because Candace wasn't tolerating him doing that. Is what he's even stated,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no reason to lie down there. I ain't gonna lie down there.
Exactly. Well, and the more people that hear you speak.
A few times I was around, went up to their house or something other. As far as Don being aggressive toward the kids or anything, I never seen him be aggressive toward the kids. But what happens behind doors, you never know. But now I have seen Candace be abusive towards the boys and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. But, Candace was the one that was around the kids 24/7 too. And Don was always gone. He would stay at the job site.
Yeah, you hardly ever seen Dawn around when she'd be parked out there at Donnie Chambers a lot, she parked out there next to the highway a lot at the stop sign, and the youngins would play up down that road and stuff right there on the holler.
She'd hang out there because she had a little weird freaking relationship with the teenage boy living at that house.
That's what I learned later, but I didn't know that at the time.
But that's according to Marlena Crawford, but it's definitely believable. Let's see what people are saying. I'm pretty sure that Dobbs' son never came down there to Ben Hill with Jackie. Well, that's what they say. I think Miss Polly posted it. I'm not sure, though. Who's trying to get rid of you because you've seen something that you are not supposed to? Yep. You never heard of Brianna? I know that I have asked you, but if you've seen her pic, would you know if you'd seen her ever?
What?
Brianna, did you know her?
Brianna.
The other girl, Brianna. What was her last name again?
I don't know no Brianna.
She's a girl that,
Wait a minute. Brianna who?
like,
I don't know. I know a little bit about a Brianna from Churchill.
hold on, let me
There's
see.
a
Brianna, what was it, Tester? I guess this one right here, if that, I guess this could be her too. Right here.
She go by a different name, like
Brianna Tester. She was murdered, right? Let me see what you guys are saying here.
The Brianna I'm thinking about, I'm trying to think what her last name was. She was from Churchill. She was a black-headed girl. Almost manly like, you know. That was kind of in a drug scene a little bit.
Yeah, this girl was too, I think. She was also, didn't she also have ties to Candace a little bit or something? I mean, she was like on her Facebook. I mean, that really doesn't mean much. I have people on my Facebook that's passed away and been, even that's been unalived, unfortunately. Like people I went to high school with and stuff.
I think the one I'm thinking about, I think she's a Derek.
Yeah, that's right. She's the one that kidnapped a child because she said she was trying to save it from abuse. So she thought the child was in danger is the story. Supposedly she truly thought that is what I hear.
I've been watching a bit of Killer's videos and stuff.
Yeah, Killer looks at putting out a bunch.
I mean, there's some places like going across Simpson Lane and stuff. There's a few places that where I know people live or supposed to live. They're saying different on the videos.
Huh? What do you mean? Who's
like
saying different?
Sheriff, he's supposed to live in that first right-hand trailer right there, double wide, instead of across the hill to the left.
Oh, who?
The way they showed it on the video, he lives. You go up to where a gate is, and he lives off to the left.
Maybe do they own more than one property?
He's really just right there. If you turn on Simpson Lane on the right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before you get it, seeing just like the unfinished cabin they're talking about, it's on Overbase property. One of them that I understood the law enforcement talk about, the unfinished cabin. It's right behind that little single wide trailer that I'd sold over Bay back, 30 years ago.
Yeah, I bet you don't know if it was the same over.
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about the unfinished cabin they're talking about. Sits behind that trailer. Before you get to the two trailers.
Dang it, I hope that doesn't get a bubble in at the bottom.
There's a cemetery behind that trailer on top, too. There's like 3 cemeteries on that road on Simpson Lane over there.
Seems to be a lot of cemeteries and.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're family cemeteries.
Yeah.
Right behind, on the other end of them 2 trailers that's sitting side by side, there's a cemetery, which is Jerry Simpson.
I don't think this went down.
Jesse Simpson. somebody else is buried there, and then there's some to the left there. There's like 3 people buried. That's in a little cemetery. That's right beside of the driveway that goes back to that camper and stuff on the other side of that gate.
I hope this works, guys. I don't want to have to go get regular resin.
It should drive.
I'm just afraid it's going to get bubbles in it from, like when it slow sets. Are you going outside?
Yeah, I think it's just a little
Well,
smoke. Control to it.
let's see. Is she one that took a baby? Yeah, she looks like a boy in some of her pics, and yes. Yeah, she was, yep. Six people from high school that passed in the last. It's crazy, isn't it? It's really just crazy. You were thinking, let me scroll. Lost the rights to her first 2 kids in Wisconsin due to abuse. There's battery charges on her and her ex. Oh, I mean, there's some horrible charges on Grandis that are being hidden. Or some horrible things Grandis was involved in, is what I hear. And it involved SA, allegedly. And from what I hear, it was just as bad as things that Warren Harrer was into, and it actually kind of involved him in some ways. It's horrible.
But they put a big community in on the creek down there now.
What do you mean?
Right below where the footprints are supposed to be found. They built a bunch of houses and stuff like that in there now. Where it looked like a landing strip going in there. They got guard gate and all that.
Yeah.
If you go off the highway, got all them cameras everywhere and guard gate and all that. And if you stop there, they come out with armed and stuff.
Huh. Yeah, that's a weird community.
I mean, it just went up. It went up after someone like this and not long. It almost seemed like it went up within a couple of weeks or something. Go down through there and not see nothing, and then next time you go down the road or something, there see all kinds of houses and stuff. Like, and it's all hidden, and it runs back to Bell Road, from Big Creek to Bell Road.
Yeah, it's like some kind of community or something, right?
Yeah, that's the way it appears to be.
Yeah, I think so, country girl. She says, I've always thought that DCS was going to take summer and someone didn't want to go to jail. Yep. So they came up with the plan. Yeah, and so they made it, oh, well, we might as well make money at the same time, right?
In my opinion, it was a plan to be.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we can't keep her, we might as well make money off of her. I could just see the thinking. Oh, I don't know why, but I might go to bed early tonight. Maybe we'll go watch The Grinch. I don't know. Is it on YouTube?
The people that actually owned the land that built that place, them houses and stuff in there, they owned it like a year or something before someone went missing. But where the yard is, where a camper is, that they try to say they found a footprint or something other. That's part of that property. That's where they were staying before they took and built that community back in there. But yes, it went up after someone went missing. Not long at all after someone went missing. And see, it runs from Beach Creek Road to all the way back to almost Bell Road.
Yeah, and did you hear how how Dirty Sue said that everybody started selling? Everybody started selling because they didn't want they were afraid that summer would end up on their property.
No, she was talking about them more or less selling Fields Road because they felt like somebody was put something on it.
Well, she says like she said though, like basically like multiple people.
No.
Though is what she was saying.
No.
Is that Andy's cousin's place?
No. Andy's cousin lived at the beginning of Bell Road as you turn on Bell Road. I've got pictures of some of that down in there. I'll have you post sometime. But the address where is that for that new place they put in back in there? I've got the address somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Where I took pictures some of the last few times I was down there when I rode through
Oh yeah.
Address pictures.
Did it have the ranch? Is it the ranch thing?
No, that was Blow Mount Carmel Church. That ranch was. Because I took a few pictures and stuff for places that Donna Serafina was when me and her was discussing places.
Yeah.
Where she was asking about certain places and stuff.
Places like with like the white pillars and damn, I see a big freaking bubble, I think.
I just like Andy's cousin. He's been dead for a long time. I don't even know why Andy was even really talking about it, you know?
Anyway,
But Andy's cousins, mom and dad?
We're first cousins.
Yeah, they're Lights. Anthony and Beverly Light.
Oh.
Chad Light was one that Andy refers to as his cousin that him and Chad used to raise marijuana together and stuff back in 20 years ago now, I guess. Or longer. Chad's been dead for a long time. He was in a car wreck and then, I don't know, like 4 days later, at home, supposedly he had OD'd or something. So that's just what I've been told. I haven't seen Chad in years since high school, I guess.
Yeah.
Chad was the same age as Andy.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough. Not gonna be enough, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to make even some more. And
It's almost like it's got air bubbles
I know.
on this side.
so we're gonna keep
That's where if you had
I'm fixing.
something about a vibrator to shake it down. They make them vibrating trays.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. You had to get the air bubbles out.
Oh, really? Is that what it
Yeah.
does?
Yeah. Yeah, vibration gets the air bubbles out.
So if I go like this, you think it would get?
I see smokes coming up when you bumping it there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I should do it like that. Make sure I don't see before I turn on any of the lights. Or any of the UV lights. I make sure that I.
I never noted Frank Light looking for summer period. I think Dawn has implanted him as looking for summer.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
That didn't come from Dawn.
Did it?
Dawn's one that stated that, yes. Dawn's one that implanted that name in there. I mean, Frank Light ain't the type to get out in the woods, period. I mean, he very seldom would even mow his yard. When he did, he'd mow them in mosquitoes.
In his what? Speedos, you mean?
With his boyfriend.
With his boyfriend. Which is fine. Hey, I mean, it's fine, but the fact that he
I've
said
never
mowing
seen
out there in
Frank.
his Speedos.
I've never seen Frank around a horse or nothing, you know.
No horse or no whore. No horse and no horse. You've never seen him around any horse or horse. Right? Because didn't you say he likes men? Or that's what it's always.
That's what I always know. I mean, what I've
Well,
heard. I
young.
didn't know him or nothing. I mean, I seen him out mowing his yard a few times, or on Light Holler, you know.
Did you take
Because I lived on Light Holler 2 years myself. I lived 808 Light Holler for about 2 years.
You know, Crystal's going to be like, she's going to turn that in. She's going to look into 808 Light Holler now for like freaking days. Crystal. She'll probably look into it now for days since you said you lived there at one time.
She need a name. Name of the property's in was. It ain't in the same name now.
Maybe if I let it set for a
Tony
second.
Light that owns property up on Ben Hill, way up on the mountain. He's not the same Tony Light from Light Holler. Tony Light from up on that owns property on Ben Hill on the right hand side of Ben Hill. He's from Fall Branch. And the one that owns property on Light Holler, the Tony Light, that was his home place. Which he bought also on the place on Harris Holler Road off of Beach Creek. That's where he passed when he passed away. He was old man.
Hey, Juniper. Yes, he was getting himself a tan. He just didn't want any tan lines.
But see, he was a bouncer for a while too, Hog Wild.
Yeah. Frank Light was.
Yeah, that's what they said. I never did see him there, but he could have quit before I slept on that. But see, he was also worked at a, what do you call it?
Crematorium.
Yeah, crematorium, where he embalmed a lot of people.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
See a bubble down here. Come on now, bubble. Get up there. Go ways. Just making sure I don't see. Trying to get.
But I do know that Don and Roy had words after someone went missing, but I don't know what it was about.
Roy, you mean Cotton?
No, Roy Lott.
Roy Lott. Like, okay.
Frank's brother.
11-11, guys. So.
But for some reason, I don't know, it was Roy talked like, because I broke down on a motorcycle coming that way, run out of gas right there next to his house, and he talking about Don, him and Don being into it some, and something about he didn't get along with Pete either, something about Pete Clark, he wasn't getting along with right then. Because he actually come out in the road with a gun when I broke down on a motorcycle, or run out of gas on a motorcycle in front of him.
Thinking that you were
His trailer.
thinking
He thought I was probably Brandon or Pete because they's all the time riding in and out on motorcycles. But he would talk about him and Dawn. Something about him and Dawn.
and this was after Summer went missing?
Yeah, something about Dawn. Dawn was out there walking or something on, or something. I don't know. Supposed to be carrying a shotgun or something.
Oh, really? Don was supposedly out there, like you're saying.
Something about shotgun. I don't really know.
Wonder why.
Oh.
Makes you wonder. Because Pete supposedly was into some not so good things.
Yeah,
So we
didn't
hear?
find that out. I mean, we didn't hear that till, what was it, about 3 months ago. Something there about Pete had been run out of area, it was like, how long ago?
Long time ago.
It was over a 9-year-old little girl.
Yeah, supposedly, like, he got ran out of the area for a long time. He went and left because people were after him because there was allegations with Pete Clark and him and something to do with a 9-year-old.
But it makes me wonder if that was the case or whether he was scared of a certain one, a Manus that he had snitched on and stuff when that murder was at the underground. The club or place.
Oh, he snitched on somebody?
Huh?
He allegedly snitched on somebody is what you're saying?
But there's a murder happened there and stuff. Someone went to jail and stuff. Supposedly that's what happened to Pete this time. That man got him. Finally got out of prison and got him. Give him some bad dope.
Oh, is that how did he pass? He overdosed?
I don't know, but what I was told the last time I was in Tennessee was to do with him snitching on that boy finally got him. And that was over cocaine. Went to cocaine that was.
Oh, laced?
Huh?
Laced?
No, I'm just talking about he snitched on that boy on a bunch of cocaine.
Oh.
When that out next to the Eastman, they right off of Long Island. Long Island is where the Eastman is now, but the road that cuts off and goes to it, there used to be like a bar there. They called it the Underground. That was that's been like 40 years ago.
Do you know Larry Trent?
I don't know Trent.
No, he was just talking about Breonna Tester He doesn't know who she is. Like I just pulled her up and everything to show him. I've showed her before. Chrism talked about Grandis's hidden charges. Yeah. Sorry. I just hope this works. That's gonna be a
There's
lot.
one girl I know that I didn't know her, but looked a lot like her that goes by Portia. But that's not, I don't know what Portia's real name was.
Oh.
But that's why I said if she had a nickname or something, because she looks some kind of like the girl that.
Did she have a nickname, guys?
Named Portia. That used to hang out in Churchill at a drug house a lot.
Wow, that's crazy because about the 1111 Sage, because that's obvious. That's what we see all the time, and that's why Fred's birthday is 1111. And we just think it's some kind of sign. I don't think it's a coincidence that Fred's birthday is 1111, and I'm seeing 1111 everywhere. I was seeing it like months before we were together. I do think 1111 is somehow significant, like to do with Summer Wells, and I don't know how.
I know we see it all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
And have 111.
I mean, like on everything, like documents and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But when you and Laura met, Ziggy said that you seen Rose Meyer there. Was that someone else, or maybe using that name? Not Meyer, Rose Bly. Oh, okay, about the Rose Bly thing. People, you get asked a lot.
Yeah. I felt like I seen her when they had first moved down there and stuff, but I don't know. Somebody looked a lot like Rose. That was when that trailer was set up at the bottom piece of property where it
So he feels like he could have sworn he met her, but like
not met her, just seen her.
Well, right, just like seen her, not like talked to her or anything. Like when I asked him if he had met her, and he said yes. I think you said yes when I asked, did you like know her? And it's not really like people. You hadn't ever like had a conversation with her, and you thought she was one of those girls that would hang down there all the time, right?
I thought that she was one that with some of the others that was on the highway that was prostituting on the bottom of the dawn.
Yeah, he thought she could have been, that she was one of the girls that was out there when that sign was out there and stuff. And let's hope to God that's not true. That's not the case. And it just makes you wonder, right? Because Rose Bly went missing. I forget what year it was. It seems like the years doesn't seem like it would match up, I think, from what we looked into. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not the name. It's like the look, right? You think she looked like her. You didn't know her name. You just thought this girl looked like her.
Yeah, the girl on there
A picture
showed me a while ago looked like a girl that went by name.
No, I'm talking about Rose Bly.
Oh yeah, this girl.
The look. He didn't know her name or anything. He wouldn't have known her by name. He thought he had seen her before.
No, I didn't. When Summer's case come about and stuff, and they started showing them pictures and stuff, it just seemed like that's where I'd seen her.
Yeah, he just had thought that she looked familiar, and he had seen her before down there as one of those girls that were, and I hope to God she was not one of them.
And see, that trailer was set up at where the shed is right now, where that they showed a lot of pictures of a camper sitting there and a van, a blue van. I
Yeah.
never did know of anybody with a blue van like that. Andy Collins, he was staying down there. He drove a white van.
Yeah, we found out the name of who drove the white van, guys.
Supposedly been linked to the Hayward son.
Uh-huh. Fred thinks he found out. It was like, found out he's not alive now, of course, right?
I know.
Isn't his
But
name
he
Michael
died-
John?
He died of natural causes. So
Michael John, right?
No.
What's the guy's name?
Stoney was the one that supposedly that the name was put out, but
No, the white van was Michael John.
But Stoney run around with Michael John that drove a white van.
Yeah.
Michael John's still alive, supposedly. His place is burnt not too long ago. What I was just found out a few
So
days ago.
supposedly this Stoney guy that you guys know that so Stoney guy is supposedly not alive anymore, right?
Yeah, he's not alive.
But that was supposedly Andy Bernard had mentioned him as the guy at the white van.
If it's the same one.
If it's the same one. And Fred asked around some people and said, did he drive a white van, right? Isn't that what you asked? Or something about a white van, and you found out like
I was trying to figure out Michael John's name. I couldn't remember his name.
because Stoney didn't have a white van, right?
Who?
That Stoney guy.
No, he didn't have no vehicle at that time.
So it must. So you asked who drove a white van that he hung around, and the person said
I'd
Michael
seen
John.
Stoney with Michael John, but I couldn't remember Michael John's name. I contacted
Oh.
him to remember his name.
Oh, you couldn't remember the name. That's right. Okay. And so Michael John had a white van, and it makes, I don't know. Of course, the Stoney guy now is not around anymore.
But he died of natural causes. He just older man, and fluid kept building up around his heart and stuff. It wouldn't go get drained off. But the last time I seen him, he was with Michael John in that white van.
That's crazy. Why is it that white vans always have like, there's always this bad rap about white vans, but
It
like,
depends on what type of white van it was, if it could have been actually them.
right? Andy said that Stoney had the van with the girls and stopped at his shop and opened up the back, and Andy said they all looked scared to death. Yeah, Stoney offered Andy one of the girls. Yeah, it's creepy. Yeah, and something made you wanted to know who it was that.
Somebody was asking about the Stoney, and then I got to thinking about things and got to remembering that last time I seen Stoney was with Michael John.
And he had a white van.
Yeah, I had a white van.
That's creepy, dude. That is so creepy. So it would be good to probably look into this guy.
Michael John's pulled a lot of time and stuff too.
He's pulled a lot of time.
Yeah, he just.
What kind of charges?
I think it's mostly drug charges. I think.
He's not an offender, is
That's
he?
where the pagan said sent assassins to go and collect their debt and stuff. Like,
The motorcycle gang?
yeah. When they took in Michael John took him off on £8 of gold. They sent us the pagans notified us.
So he's involved with like some, bad people. So, who knows like what kind of stuff he could have been involved
the
in.
pagans notified the assassins out of North Carolina to come and take care of business. But they come and I don't know, they end up really coming us, and I think they give them a time limit to pay them off.
Dang. Can you imagine a whole motorcycle gang pulling up?
And see, it's right there next road past Jody Sue's camper. where they lived. Where they sent the assassins into. Hood Road.
Hood Road.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right over there where.
Yeah, next way past Jody Sue's.
And then we've heard too about Jody Sue's mother supposedly being involved with that kind of stuff. Gangs. A biker club or whatever. I don't know, guys. It's kind of scary stuff, to be honest. When you think about it. So.
Yeah, April Moody used to live at, that is actually Janet Moody's daughter, which was with Richard Davis, that owned property right past Ed Redmond's for a while. That's where Jack Dykes and that shootout was. But see, they're real close. They was running prostitution and stuff too up there. They prostituting that girl out, April Moody.
That April girl?
Uh-huh.
That's horrible.
Now, see, that's when Jack Dykes got killed up there. And it was all over drugs. They hollered it was to shoot out over a backhoe of what they put out on the news, but it was over drugs.
See it.
But see, that's about the time. See, they was under federal witness protection out of New York. They was. Davis and Moody's.
Yeah.
Over something to do with a bank in New York.
Yeah, so we've also narrowed down the who it could have been the Redmond or Ed Redmond used to chase people out of, I know this is a completely different subject, but as for that whole chase thing that they say they were chased out, Redmond used to chase people out of the holler all the time.
Whether it was him, I don't know.
But yeah, so that's very possible that Redmond could have been the one that actually chased him, and Bill Benton was their little decoy, in my opinion. But Redmond gets like really crazy. So we hear.
But see,
anyway, sorry.
There's a lot of stuff that
it's random.
Went on Ben Hill Road back in the day and stuff. Back when right after Davis took in, well, Davis was buying it off of Richard Davis and Janet Moody. They was buying property off of that Sonny and something other else out of Florida. And see, Sonny and them was having them drugs come in up there and delivering them with the chopper. But
yeah, you guys, Fred showed me there's a helicopter landing area over there.
It's not no more, but
you can tell where it's at.
Yeah, you can tell where it's
when you
at.
pull it up on satellite.
But this has been back right after Jack Dykes and stuff. That shooting was in the holler when they started.
Yeah, but you remember they were talking about like possible, like, we've got supposedly Tim Mullins, like he flies aircraft supposedly, and
but they was just used for
I don't want to make sure
that pad was.
Yeah.
And see, a lot of people out of New York and stuff would come down, take pictures and stuff, where there was some trail cameras set up and stuff around the area. The people out of New York was down here and stuff picking up dope.
Remember our convos about that subject? Yes.
And
I think
Tennessee, and I was trying to think there's 2 other states, but I can't think where that was. But there's a lot to it.
I'm wondering if I change it to this mic, if hear you better. Let's try this one. I kind of wonder if it'll be better so they can hear you. New York, you say, says Holler Girl.
Yeah, but this has been back probably, I don't know, I just have to look up when Jack got killed, when that shootout was.
About
Moonshine Girl could tell us a lot more about that, about the dates of that.
Yeah.
Tennessee Stanley, her baby's daddy, is one of them that was in that shooting up there.
About that YouTuber being invited to Secret Castle. Yeah, I remember our conversation. Something about that. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, there's some. What was it? What else we were talking about? Some more satanic stuff. What was it that we were talking about? It's weird because it keeps.
See, we need to talk to somebody about that place up there next to Bristol Motor Speedway. See, it's supposed to be like a castle. That compound.
Yeah.
That Playboy's supposed to own, play part of it too. And so
Yeah.
that's outside of Bluntville. But Dennis was the one dropped that one girl off up there.
Oh yeah. Hey, we had somebody else, Rhiannon, talking about something like that. Yeah, Fred, this guy named Dennis was talking about something like that, some weird place out in the middle of, like by Bristol, like that.
Next to Bristol Motor Speedway.
That he was saying something about how they had guns and.
Yeah, it's a fenced off and it's like a castle, but they got armed guards and stuff around.
Yeah.
But some girl needed to ride back there or something. That's how he knew about it. Give her a ride back there from somewhere.
Was she a prostitute or something, or escort? Which he's not into girls, so I know it couldn't have been him. Like,
but supposedly they just would sell them girls out and stuff to people during the race in Bristol Motor Speedway when they had a race at Bristol 2 times a year. I think it's in March and another one in August or October or something.
Did it have a helicopter landing?
I don't know.
Probably.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to go by what Dennis was saying about it. But that's
Rhiannon was mentioned. We were talking about a place that had a helicopter landing, and it was like castle, and you do weird ritual stuff. There's something.
I don't know whether they done rituals or whatnot there. My understanding, it was just somebody prostituting a bunch of women out to racers and stuff that was coming in out of town and stuff.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense that it would be there because of the speedway. That's crazy. Oh man. Makes sense about Bristol for sure. Yep. It's very disturbing what this guy saw. An older lady is involved as well. And the chains the girls up. Wow. Fred, did you ever hear about the 20 or 22-year-old that was found when they were looking for Summer?
No, I never did hear nothing about it. I just heard it through Skyland News, but I mean, where they posted it, but as far as me knowing or hearing anything about it, I never did hear nothing about it like that to nobody. But just like Skyland News, they going on that they seen that a specific vehicle pull in and pull out and go to a certain area. If they don't know all that, they know exactly where it come from. They could track it back all the way to where it pulled out from. I feel like that's just a bunch of propaganda.
See, I know that Skyland News has got like a bad reputation.
See, he pulled in and turned, and I was at the bottom of the hill at 207. He turned around and he asked me where Don lived and said he was something about, he told me who he was or something and asked me what I thought about what happened. And I told him, well, at first, that was at the first of the case. I told him, well, I felt like it was probably a accident cover-up, that's what I figured at first. I said, I figured that most likely something happened at the horse ponds. Then he turned all that around and like, I had firsthand knowledge, all kinds of shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And that's the only thing I said to him. I said, well, the only thing I know when Don talks about a religious book.
Yeah, all the time. Yep. The great.
Wants everybody to read it. Maybe if somebody reads it, maybe they'll get a clue.
And that's the same thing you told me too.
And
yeah,
I said it, and
because he always talked about that book by Ellen White.
Yeah, or check out maybe the horse ponds, and I don't even know where the horse ponds even is.
That's crazy. Every time you give your opinion, everybody freaking like calls you a liar if it or tries to act like you're involved or like, oh my gosh,
he was even
like you can't
speaking on YouTube and stuff saying, if you want the reward money and that's how I done know before the indictments come out because of him done saying that the one he spoke to had his warrants out already. And the way he is talking, throwing everything out there, I didn't know he was talking about me, What he was talking about.
he was trying to convince you to go turn in what you know?
Yeah.
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, trying to
get you to get the reward money?
That he could work out a better deal and stuff, and he know that the one that he was speaking about was listening and stuff. So he went putting his name straight out there. He was talking on YouTube. I know exactly who he's talking about because what he had said is exactly what I said,
So you're talking about you?
Yeah. And saying if I'd taken, tell them exactly where the location was and stuff, that they'd give me the full reward money and all that and get my warrants resolved and all kinds of shit. Don't you think I would have done it if I know you for sure would do that? But I knew.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't come up with that idea yourself, right?
But I done knew when he put that out there, I had warrants,
Oh, yeah.
That when he said that, I didn't know that I been gone.
You already knew before then that you had warrants?
No, but when he said that, I didn't.
That's how you found out you had warrants?
Most likely I had warrants at that time.
Oh.
When he said that,
Yeah. Because they said that 4 went in and 3 came out. Yeah, something about 4 going into the woods and 3 coming out. What about that weird looking spot that was in the woods that they showed in JLR's video when he was walking with the Brandon dude? What was that for? Yeah. She's talking about the area on Thompson's property. JLR was.
When I watched them walk through where I just knew where they was talking about, but I don't know nothing about that. What was back there? That you're talking about like a forest looking thing that they showed on the. Yeah,
that was Thompson's property, but you do know about.
It wasn't back in there the last time I was ever in there, but it's been a long time since I've been in there. Thompson's house.
But you do know that they have events for children. Sometimes, right? They used to put, right, Fred? Didn't they have some kind of events or something like that for kids?
They usually have an event around
Halloween and Easter.
And then around Halloween back there usually.
For kids.
A bunch of children back there, or used to did.
Yeah.
I mean, before, I was trying to think if they had anything out or someone went missing or not. Seemed like a year before. They may have had something other for Halloween up there after someone went missing. I was trying to think if it was or not. So much just went on.
I'm scrolling back to see.
I mean, we Don talked if he had the Pacific book, not just them go and read a book of hers or whatever, that person's, but he wanted them to read the book he had. That's what I told the Skyland News. He was talking about he wanted somebody to sit down and read the Pacific book he had at his house. And I told him, I said, well, maybe they'd be something wrote down in it somewhere or something.
I know
I was trying to talk to Scott, tell Skyland News about.
Yes, he kept mentioning, I think he's talking about that. I think it's called The Great Expectation or something like that. Or I think that's the book he's talking about.
But see, he kept wanting somebody to read the one he had. The Pacific book he had. The way I was understanding Don talked about it, you know. And I always figured maybe they could be something actually wrote down in that somewhere that somebody could decipher or something. That he's, you know, not actually that was in the book.
Well, because in a way, I mean, Don gave us a lot of clues, I bet, and how he gave us a lot of truths. I think.
Yeah, Don's given us many clues, in my opinion.
Let's hope this works out, guys. I'm scared. I see a bubble. Maybe it will work. So far, so good. So far, so good. We're getting there. Yay, guys, it turned out. It turned out. It turned out, guys. Yay! Hold on, I'll scoot up. Hold on. Oh, his phone or his tablet thing he was using died, so he can't see what you guys are saying. He said I'll have to. Okay. If tomorrow's a decent day, I'll set it outside to let it cure more, because I know really these things. So it ended up working out in layers, and really overall, like, there's not really, I don't see really any bubbles. So, and it's gonna be part of this. Okay. It's gonna be part of this thing. And I'm gonna I'm going to put felt at the bottom of this too. So it will look nicer. This one's kind of messed up. I'm not going to redo it. All the little stars like went to the top. I don't want to redo it, but because it was, I don't know. Maybe I will. We'll see. And then,
And you go put the name and stuff on
yeah, I'm going to put the name. I'm going to try to put the name, and I'm going to have this little, let's see. Let me move my little, here. Let me, maybe, that might be a bit easier for you guys to see like that. Let me, I have this angel that's going to be at the back. It's like a memorial for my mom's pets that just passed. It's going to be resin. It's going to be all one piece and stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah. I know it's hard to see. So, but, and then, so yeah, I was scared. I was putting this off because I was scared it wouldn't turn out, and it ended up working out just fine. I thought it would be too thick to use UV resin, and it turned out beautifully. And I did it in layers just to try to make sure. I was really careful. It's really pretty. So she had a black and white and a red and white Boston Terriers that passed. And so I'm making a little memorial for them for Christmas. And I think she'll actually like it. My parents are really hard to purchase for. And I'm going to make, keychain. All right, here's one that I made for my sister and her little family. I'm not going to put it up close because nobody needs to see it. I made, this is for one of my good friends here. One of my good friends, I made him something. It's a surprise. Can't see. This is going to be part of one keychain here. It's my, for my sister here, of her little family. I'll probably put like some hearts with it or something cool. Thank you guys. It's not like the most professional thing ever. Like the chessboard's really nice.
Them turned out good.
Huh?
Them turned out good too.
Yeah. I think she'll like this though because she likes animals way more than people. So like I could give her a picture of my family and she'd probably be like, meh. I tried to get a picture of them. I tried to get my mom to send me a picture of them, and I guess she couldn't find one. I don't know. I'm sure she didn't try very hard. And I looked to try to see if I had any, but because I was going to maybe put it in like one of the, like something like this and have it hang down from the neck of the angel or something, a picture of them. I'll try still to find more pictures. I don't know. Maybe my turned out pretty good. All right. Let me show you guys. I think we're going to go to probably, guys. Thank you, Crystal. I was just going back. Just going back and reading. Don't blame her because animals are really your. Yep. I must have missed the negative comments, but that's okay. Straight up gutter trash. All right, guys. I'm going to go. Good night. I'll talk to you later.